It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, iTunes, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Mike brings you great guests and interesting people from all across the globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another great episode of the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking for a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition rate. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, Apple, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device and subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. You can also follow the Mike Wagner Show also on Instagram and Twitter as well. We're here with a wonderful lady from California. She runs her own agency, Haute Chile. We're going to find out what that exactly means. Basically just has her own show band. She's a singer and does a little bit of songwriting, and she's done just about everything. A very impressive lineup for very impressive clients, and done Fortune 500 society crowds. And she has also worked with NBC, Ralph SeaWorld, also worked with Gladys Knight, Dionne Warwick, Donny Osmond, and more. And also did some benefits as well, too, with Doctors Without Borders, HEDA, ALDF, PCRM, Greenpeace, and more. And without further ado, live, ladies and gentlemen, from beautiful California, the very multi-talented April Doyle. April, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's fantastic. Such a great pleasure to have you with. And you've been a singer-songwriter. You also own Haute Chile, and we'll ask about what that means and what that's all about. You run a show band. You play for clients, Fortune 500, and it's just amazing talent that you guys have. You also work with nonprofit groups and all kinds of causes and everything else. You also got a song we'll be playing as well, too. But before we get into all that, tell us how you got started.
Well, I was starting out as an actress, and I was doing the modeling, and I also was a makeup artist. And I had some friends that said one day, do you sing? And I said, yeah. And they said, well, we're just going to have a little get together with some friends tonight. Why don't you join us? Well, that meeting that night turned into one of the top show bands in the U.S., and we were literally playing like 25 gigs a month.
Wow.
And so that's how I became aware of and part of the whole corporate entertainment thing. It's a very interesting side track, I sort of think of it, in the music industry. A lot of people, when they're not doing their projects, if they know about it, they are involved with corporate entertainment. A lot of headliners do corporate entertainment because it pays very well. Like, these companies want to say thank you to their top, sellers, their top, like Mercedes will take their group to Maui to give their top sellers a beautiful vacation, and we will be like the band on the last night type of deal. Or a lot of times they will have a headliner, and sometimes we'll play with the headliner, or sometimes we play after. That's sort of like my day job music, the corporate entertainment scene. And then this other thing that you're talking about, playing the song, that's my personal project that I've finally gotten around to, because I've been spending so much time in this other aspect of music. So it's been quite a ride, like all over the place, like all different aspects of entertainment.
That was amazing, too. I mean, you just got a plethora of just about everything you've done. And compared to me, it's like, oh, my goodness, I need some work. And a lot of people need work, I'll tell you that. So,
yeah, it's especially this last year, with all the, I never know exactly what it is. It's usually when politics get a little iffy, and, corporate, the corporate shows were slow last year. People are already feeling a little better. We're getting more calls and stuff. It really depends on the temperature of what's going on politically and I know, the stock market, et cetera.
Mm-hmm. And how have you handled political events, like if you're asked to play at a political rally, political dinner, and everything else, and how do you manage to handle that without really setting off like an inferno of some sort?
Well, do you want my true answer, or do you want me to do the politically correct answer?
It's your call.
It just depends on what they're asking us to do. There's some things that I will turn down. The current situation, we have not supported it in any way, shape, or form because it's that's a whole other show.
Uh-huh.
So we've done a lot of inaugural balls. Of course, that's before really what's going on. A lot of the bands at our level will do that kind of deal. It's a nice thing to be asked to do, but it's, again, you need to be in support of what's going on, I guess, to offer your time and energy.
Right. And you say you run a corporate entertainment business, and you have like clients from all over the world that are asking you for the band. And do you guys have like, other people in your lineup, like other bands, other singers or comedians or hostesses, anything alike, or is it just you guys?
Well, there are things that we add sometimes because one of my main things that I tout is that we will tailor ourselves to the event. So it can be everything from like an awards ceremony, like sometimes they will be awarding the top people in the company, and we are like a Tonight Show band on stage playing for the walk-on, walk-offs when they come and get their awards. And then sometimes the band will break down to a different configuration for like an upper scale dinner and cocktails. And then afterwards, like a full costume change, add some girls, add some dancers, whatever. It's always different. It's that's what's fun about it, is tailoring it to the energy that they want at their event. So sometimes we do add dancers. Sometimes we have a big horn section, and then the band is very kind of Earth, Wind, and Fire-ish in their presentation. It's always different.
Mm-hmm. And of course, what was that one moment that influenced you not just get into music and singing, but also getting into the corporate entertainment industry?
You know what? I just kind of plopped into that with that first band I joined. We just kind of were a popular style of music at that time. So I met a lot of agencies. I met a lot of agents. I met a lot of production companies. So that was kind of a really nice in for me when I decided to do my own corporate band, which is Haute Chile, by the way. It's just a little different. It's like actually it's Haute, but nobody says it correctly. So it's Haute Chile.
Haute Chile. Okay.
Yeah.
And what does that exactly mean? How'd you come up with the name?
I wish I could give you like a smart and, like a chic answer to that, but I don't know. We used to say that the band was configured for the Continental Fiesta.
Uh-huh.
That was our little catchphrase quite a while ago. So I guess we were trying to put French and Spanish together to try to give an international feel. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, a lot of people will call us Hot Chili. Huh. And then I kind of grimace and then gracefully correct them. Yeah, so I it kind of backfired on me, but we've got so much name equity now because we've been in the business for 15 years, and so I don't want to change it. We have a new band that just came out called Haute Lux, and they're amazing. It's all current, all dance, all because that's the number one request right now is all current music. Haute Chile is a beautiful mix of standards. And some current, some classic, some 70s, some 80s. Haute Lux is like all current. I've got the lead person singing in my band, in that band, J.P. Castillo. He just got off the road with J-Lo, and he goes out with the Jacksons, and he sings Michael Jackson's parts and songs. He's unbelievable. And so he sings all, the Latin dance stuff is so popular right now, and he just kills it. So we've got a new video out now, Haute Lux, And our HauteChilePR.com is that website. And again, we cater to, all kinds of high-end private clients, corporate, celebrity, high-end society. That's our our upper scale day job music.
That is amazing, too. I'll talk more about that. We'll also get into your music as well, too. You listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com. Powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking for a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition way. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960, or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, Apple, Stitcher, Deezer, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Also follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter. We're here with April Doyle from the Haute Chile company that does corporate entertainment, and she's also a singer as well too, and started as an actress, makeup artist, as she has done so, and she'll display some singing for us. And we've got a song called "Tears Are Gone." This is April Doyle right here on the Mike Wagner Show.
We said goodbye, but here we are again. I think that we can make it if we tried as friends, 'cause the way it used to be, just had to end, and all my tears are gone. We fight to see through the stormy clouds, not doing very well. It's so hard to break old habits and make things right, as far as I can tell. You tell me you love me as you're walking away. So what does that mean when you say it that way? We said goodbye, but here we are again. I think that we can make it if we tried as friends, 'cause the way we used to be, it just had to end, and all my tears are gone. It used to feel like broken glass, too many scars left from careless words. But now looking back, so much time has passed. I hope it's taught us something, and maybe now we can be the story with a happy ending. We said goodbye, but here we are again. I think that we could make it if we tried as friends, 'cause the way things used to be, it just
Wow, that was beautiful. April Doyle, Tears Are Gone on the Mike Wagner Show. That was fantastic. Tell us more about that song as well, too, and what inspired you to write this beautiful tune, soon to be a classic.
Thank you so much. It's got an interesting response. Some people think it's sad, and I've heard people say, that song was beautiful. It made me cry. And then some people have told me that it makes them feel hopeful, because that's kind of where I was coming from when I wrote it, was that, you know what, my tears are gone. I'm done with the sadness in this situation, and it's time to move onward and upward. It was kind of like a hopeful feeling that I had when I wrote it. But it's definitely a sensitive song. It's being considered for a movie right now. I've got my fingers crossed. I think it'd be great in a movie, like maybe during the credits or something, or somewhere in the movie, just a sensitive moment or whatever, because the melody and everything is kind of pulls your heartstrings a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And where can people purchase your music or listen to it?
We've got, on Facebook, which is at April and the Velvet Room, there is a link on the page to the right that you can click on. It has everything. It's got all the videos, all the songs, etc. Then there's a good old web page, April and the Velvet Room. Then there's Instagram. I don't think you can get the songs or anything on Instagram. So basically Facebook and the website are where you can download, check it out, just, experience it.
Mm-hmm. And of course, I agree. Your friend in the background's doing some barking about. He goes, "I love that song. I love that song."
Well, there's a superstar here, and she wants to take over. She's a miniature bull terrier. I don't know if you're into dogs.
Oh, really? You know something? Go ahead and put her on as well, too. And while you try to get her on camera and make her look pretty, we'll talk more about that. You listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition way. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on themikewagnershow.com. You can check our Facebook page at facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, Apple, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device, including a friend here. Also, take it as well, iPhone, Android, smartphone, Alexa, or your tablet. And you can also subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel, and also follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter. We're here with April Doyle of Haute Chile.com, and also part of the April in the Velvet Room. She did a little singing for us, and tell us about the agency. And right now we have another star that's on the show, and tell us about your wonderful canine.
This is a superstar. This is Frankie.
Frankie. Hi, Frankie. Hello.
Isn't she beautiful? She's beautiful.
Oh, gorgeous.
She's
Hi.
stunning.
Hello, Frankie. Hello.
Oh, she's looking. Yeah.
Hi.
That's great. Yeah, she's got her jewels on. And she's something else.
And tell me, what breed is Frankie?
She's a miniature bull terrier. I wanted a bull terrier. They're like 60 pounds, and I didn't want to load in and out of the truck with the 60 pounds, so I got the 30-pound one. And I'm telling you, she can almost pull you over. These guys are so smart and so strong. She's a joy, but she's a workout.
Miniature bull terrier. She doesn't look miniature to me. Wow.
No, I know. It's that nose, right? I call her Nosy Perez.
Nosy Perez. Hey, did you hear that, Frankie? Frankie. Yo, Frankie. Frankie. Hey. Oh, she listens. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not an animal trainer yet, but I think I've got something going on.
you might have some. Yeah, you might have something else to do down the road. She's something else. She's She's just very tenacious. So I had her, put away because I thought she would try to take over the interview, as she did. But
we you know something? I'll tell you one thing is that I'm going to share is that I love having animals, come on the show. If you hear like a kitty cat or a dog, barking or kids running around, it's like I encourage them to come on the show. It's like
All right, well, are you serious?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes, that's right. And you're going to bring another one out? Okay, go ahead. Okay. And of course, while we're doing that as well, too. And once again, you can check out the MikeWagnerShow.com. And, one day I could be an animal trainer, too. And we do have some animal trainers coming up. And now we'd like to introduce our next superstar and tell us about him and what breed is he?
This is the Ted Man, a.k.a. Teddy. And he is a French bulldog. And he weighs about 30 pounds. He's very sweet, very smart, very protective. He's a little more sensitive than Frankie. Frankie's just like bull in a china shop, but Teddy's kind of I don't know. He wants to check things out, and he lost a buddy. He lost a buddy when he was younger, and after he lost the buddy, he got like sensitive.
Oh my goodness! Hi, Teddy. Hello, Teddy. Hi, Teddy.
Isn't he cute?
Oh yes, adorable.
I have epic dogs. And then I've got a 90-pound blue-nosed pit bull, but he doesn't live at this house. He lives at our other house.
That's okay. We'll have him on another time. I'd like to have you back on as well, too, with awesome. More music and everything else. And, of course, if you want to bring more pets in, that's great. In fact, I was going to tell you a story about my animal stories that I was doing Facebook Live and something similar to this, just trying this out. I've been a radio guy for quite some time, and my cat Taylor, an orange tabby, jumps down right in front of me and starts hogging the microphone and the camera. And guess who got more likes and comments on the live Facebook feed?
That's classic.
A cat. Yes, that's awesome. That's right. And, of course, I discovered that, and I tell people all the time, and I encourage everybody, if you're a guest on the Mike Wagner Show, if you have kids that happen to jump in or have like a dog or cat make noise or a bird that squawk, squawk, it's like, just come on board. That's all. It makes it more entertaining. So.
It totally does. You can't have too many animals. I might say you could have too many kids, but not too many animals.
Ain't that the truth? I'll tell you that. And of course, I did forget to ask this one question. Where did you get the dogs at?
Well, I am a major animal activist, and that the nonprofits that you mentioned, it's been a heartfelt deal for me for quite a while. PETA and ALDF and Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine, they got like 25 colleges to stop vivisection on animals and stuff. So I have always rescued, except for those two. I'm confessing. With the French Bulldog, because they're a completely man-made dog, I knew that I needed to get one from a breeder or I was going to be at the hospital every day. So I did get him up in Long Beach from a breeder, and he's 8 years old and he's had really good health because, that's, again, it's not a natural breed. And then the Frankie, I always wanted a bull terrier, and I couldn't find any in the area. I didn't even see any you don't see them that often. They weren't even at the rescue or the shelters. So I found a breeder in Washington, and those are the only two dogs I've ever gotten from a breeder, and all the other ones are rescues, I swear.
Oh, my gosh. That is something. And you seem to have, and a good amount of clientele. And what did you say a percentage of your clientele is nonprofit at your events?
I'd say probably about 20%. There's not that many, but I mean, we do a lot of that. We do the ASPCA, we do the Humane Society, we do, there's a very well-known place in San Diego called Helen Woodward. And we do their events every year. What I do is if somebody calls me, like if it's Rady's Children's Hospital or Scripps or something, I don't give them my regular price sheet. I find out what kind of budget they're dealing with, and then I want to take care of my musicians, but I do whatever I can for them because obviously it's not a typical corporate event. They're trying to raise money to keep their, their institution moving forward, and I think that that's worthwhile. So, and the band does too. The band has no problem taking a cut and pay to support something worthwhile.
That is amazing what you guys do as a corporate entertainment industry and a corporate band. And how can people help these not-for-profit, as you mentioned?
Well, I guess, there's so many of them now. I realized, somebody brought it up to me. I was doing so many things for the animals, and somebody one time said to me, if you felt for people the way you feel for animals, it might change your life. And I thought about that, and I thought, I should support people the way that I support animals. So I took some time to figure out which nonprofits I thought were solid and really needed support. So I do Rady's Children. They take care of kids, and they don't with cancer, and they don't charge them a dime. And then Doctors Without Borders is pretty amazing. They have these airplanes, and they fly into these destitute countries or villages, and they'll do like one trip and just fix cleft palates, or they'll go in and they do all kinds of. I'm not doing it any justice the way I'm describing it. I encourage people to look up Doctors Without Borders online and look at how much they reach out and what they do. It's pretty amazing.
That is amazing, and I love what you do and everything else. I mean, you're just fantastic. And, of course, going back to your singing as well, too, and being in the industry, who are some of your favorite performers growing up, like with artists, singers, musicians, actors, or say even comedians growing up?
Well, you got 3 hours?
Or you speed up like a chipmunk. I'm kidding.
No, my mom got me listening to my mom had a really extensive wide range of music that she would listen to. And I heard things that probably a lot of other kids didn't hear, like Bobby Short and Nancy Wilson. And I heard my mom listened to a lot of jazz. She listened to Stan Getz and Jobim and all that. And I really learned to love that stuff. I think it expanded my ears, so to speak. Mm-hmm. And so then I was really into R&B more than rock when I went into grade school and high school. But really just, kept that love for the old classic standards. And that's how this project started, April in the Velvet Room. I was just going to record some old songs that I had adored that my mom had shared with me, like one Nancy Wilson song, a Phyllis Hyman song. And then the musical producer, Kevin Flournoy, who is the musical director for Pointer Sisters. He works with Chaka Khan. He works with Babyface. He works with Jeffrey Osborne, a lot of people. We just started, he's like, do you have any songs? I'm like, yeah, I have songs. And it was just way too easy. Like I would bring us lyrics out, and boom, we'd have like these great songs. And so we started, this project started to transition from me recording some old favorites into getting all these originals going. And it was a really cool thing. And then the people that were hearing our music they were really loving it. So I liked a lot of, I like Layla Hathaway. I like Raphael Sadiq, of course, Prince. Stokely, love his voice. Will Downing. I like, R&B based primarily.
Wow.
I love Steely Dan. Love Steely Dan.
Oh, I mean, who doesn't love Steely Dan? I got to say that.
Well, Steely Dan is an interesting bird because if you don't have musical ears and you hear what they're doing, it just sounds like pop radio. But if you know about music and you hear what they're doing, it'll sound like a pop radio song on top, and underneath will be an entirely other song, like an orchestral thing done with full string section, everything. They're unbelievable. It's many, many, many layers, so to speak. I didn't hear that when I was younger. That was like a thing that I started to hear as I learned more about music. I learned what they were doing, and it was really appreciated.
What's your favorite Steely Dan song? And you don't have to do the dirty work for this.
Bing, bing. You know what? I like all of them. I like, of course, FM was funky. That was funky back in the day. But
yes, my fave.
That was a good one. I don't know. There's just so many iconic, just those intros, and you know what? There's nothing that they do that I don't like. They're going to come down to San Diego in June, and I'm definitely going to go see them.
Oh, nice. Okay. I enjoy the Black Cow as well, too. Drink a big Black Cow, Get Out of Here, Deacon Blue. And there's also a few of those, too. It's like those two just really stand out in my mind. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're just fantastic. And, of course, we just have a couple of minutes right here. We'd definitely love to have you back on sometime before the year is over, April. And I just have to just a couple of things here. What do you consider your most defining moment, or even a funny moment when it came to your band, like at a corporate event?
Well, there's been some staggering things that have happened at certain events. We've experienced a lot of interesting things internationally and at home. Weddings are our least favorite because that's when some odd things happen. Some very odd things happen when they, it's their big day and they might drink too much. And then we've had one guy tried to do a dive on the dance floor and broke his neck.
Oh.
Yeah. And then laying on the dance floor, and the band is looking at each other like, okay, you can't keep playing when something happens like this. What do you do? God bless the guy. He had too much to drink, and there you go. So, you don't have that kind of stuff happening so much with, your indie projects, when you're going out doing jazz or R&B, or it seems like a lot of wild things happen more at the corporate events than the original events.
Mm-hmm. It does sound interesting as well, too. And who's the biggest influence in your career?
The biggest influence in my career, I would have to say Kevin Flournoy, my producer, because he kind of guided me from doing my classic favorites into helping me see that my artistry was big enough to handle this project. I mean, everybody on this album has got credits for days. I mean, it's stunning. I mean, these guys have worked with the Jacksons and Cher and Diana Ross and Elton John, and I'm like, I'm just stunned, and they all they enjoyed recording my music. That's a huge pat on the back from, people that have been in the industry at that level, So, and we're also going to be, we're going to be performing at Herb Alpert's club Vibrato in Bel Air, California on March 8th.
Nice. I love Herb Alpert.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we're looking forward to that.
Yes, we're going to have to head out there and check that out as well, too. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
That wants to be in music?
Best advice in general, either music or what you do or just anything in general.
What you do, you know what? You got to be authentic. If you're not being authentic in your life, with your music, with your job, it just comes back and bites you. You might be able to get away with it for a while, but you don't feel good about it. You're not really living if you're not being authentic. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I mean, telling the truth and dealing with everybody, every race, every color, every religion with respect,
Mm-hmm. That is something to remember as well, too. And April, just want to give a thank you for your time. April Doyle, she's the owner of HauteChile.com and also April in the Velvet Room and also Corporate Entertainment. And before we go, tell us about your upcoming projects, your website, how do people contact you, and where can people purchase your music?
On Facebook at April in the Velvet Room. There is a link on the Facebook page to the right that has all of the videos, songs, everything all on one page. You can check everything out. There's also Instagram at April in the Velvet Room again. And then the website is www.aprilandthevelvetroom.
That's fantastic. April Doyle, just want to say a big thank you for your time. You've been fantastic.
You so much.
Learned a lot from you, and looking forward to having you again soon. And do us a favor, keep us up to date. We'd love to have you back.
Thank you so much. Take care.
Thanks for listening to The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Please support our program with your donations at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again next time for another great episode of The Mike Wagner Show.